This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Exhale. Inhale. We did it. We made it through the Real Housewives of Sydney.
I know we
3.
did.
It's done.
It's done.
I'm a little bit like, what do I do now with my life?
Yeah,
But
like what am I
also-
going to do on a Tuesday now?
Yeah, I don't know, just like masturbate. And
Yeah, pretty
cry.
much. That's every day of the week normally. So just adding another week a day now. So that's great.
But when just as we thought a chapter had closed, you've seen these rumors, no? About Ultimate Girls Trip?
Oh,
Girl.
like if this we must manifest this collectively.
If it's not real, I'm so mad.
We're going to track down this homo.
I'm going to find out which faggot made up this lie if it's not real, and I'm actually going to end their life.
And just the lineup, the potential lineup.
Yeah, so hang on. So we had from Melbourne, Janet, Gamble, Jackie and Lydia allegedly appearing.
I know people miss Gina, and of course I miss Gina.
Of course we want Gina there, but
Lydia.
Lydia's
I missed
good.
her.
If it was Gina, it would become the Gina show.
Yeah, totally.
Which is why we love her. But
Yeah.
also, I think this is a good... Because hopefully they do more of these.
Yeah.
I love it. We haven't even got it, but we already want more. But like if they do this one as a bit of a test, Gina can come and like be the bombshell later on. Or do like a Scary Island vibe where Gina just rocks up halfway through.
I know, just comes in.
Oh, we're doing manicures.
I do also think, I feel like if we do get another season of
Yeah.
Melbourne Housewives, like Gina would only come back potentially in a guest spot, which I do love a guest spot because I love Chica's regular guest appearances.
It'd be good like that.
Yeah. I don't know if she would commit to another season, but we'll see.
Who
I hope
knows?
so.
And then from Sydney, Victoria Reese, which I was like, I think that was when I was like, okay, maybe I don't believe this now because that's too good to be true. Maddie Samai, Terry, Chrissy and Sally.
Maddie especially. Oh,
Maddie would be great. We know she's good. She'd
I love
be
her
good.
so much.
She would actually be there and she'd be like...
Oh my God.
Or she'd be doing the girls' nails, facials. Like she's who you want on a fucking girls' trip.
Yeah, she'd bring the Botox to top
It'd
them
be
up.
Injectable.
It'd be incredible, yeah.
Victoria Reese, that's a wild card.
That is a wild card.
Sorry?
It's like her and Lisa I thought we'd never hear from again in the Real Housewives universe.
Yeah. Well, Lisa Oldfield, bless her cotton socks, she's like all over social medias.
Yeah, she loves it.
She's
an anarchist on social media.
and
Proudly.
But I like Victoria Reese. Is she? Have we heard from her in a while?
No.
Yeah.
Just living still in that beautiful apartment that overlooked the...
Oh, my apartment
Yeah.
at Icebergs
Yeah,
is
at
on every
Icebergs, yeah.
postcard. City. Yeah, doll.
Yeah,
Cool.
doll.
Cool. Yeah.
But no, I really hope it does happen. Could you imagine?
We need it.
Yeah. Like they go on stupid trips. Like they go on a safari or something. Or just something
Yeah,
really
that's
ridiculous.
what I was going to ask you. Where would they go?
They
Just
need
like
to
like
do
a Fiji?
Yeah, like somewhere ridiculous where they could... Because I think... As we've seen in the Sydney season, it's really important that they get activities to do. So we need to do something like a place where you could do really stupid activities where they just make asses of themselves.
Do you know what's so funny? So to bring it to the show we're going to talk about today, which I am fucking loving, by the way.
It's such a good show.
Love Triangle. Do you know what I'm loving about the show? There's no activities.
No.
They go out for the dinner party. Yep. And they get drunk. They literally sit around in a house drinking cups of tea, getting really like annoyed at each other.
And making like homemade pasta and like throwing flour everywhere.
It's budget. But
But
it proves that you don't need like a sound healer to come in to get us like excited.
No, and it's like it doesn't feel like one of these shows that's like really heavily produced. Like of course it is.
Yeah.
But of course it is. Well, as we'll
when
talk
the producers let themselves into the bedroom.
Yes. Oh God, yes, of course. But like there's like all these situations do seem to stem from their own behaviour.
True.
Which I think is really interesting.
Yeah. And I guess they are all like plebs from obscurity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
These
yeah.
people, they're not like known.
Except for old
entities.
Mike.
Oh my God. He's got fans.
He's got fans.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Like, shout out. Like, honestly, write in.
Yeah.
If
Please let us know
let us
how
know
you can support this
If
man.
you're a Mike Stan, write in and we'll try and get you some help.
Mm.
I believe that everyone can be saved.
Did you watch his season of Maths?
I did.
Yeah, because I didn't. And now I've gone down a rabbit hole of clips. I'm like, fucking hell.
Also, that's also what I love about this show. It's pretty much maths, but you don't have to commit to like 12,000 hours of your life
No,
that
it's
you're never
great.
getting back.
Yeah.
So yeah, was it 8? Is it last step? I thought it was 6. And I got very excited and I was talking to Damask and I was like, woo, 6 episodes. And then someone was like, doll, it's 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
And we got,
But look,
reunion
that's
and
still,
everything.
I
yeah.
mean, that's 8 with a reunion. That's
Yeah.
still a micro.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a micro
Yeah.
season, doll.
Yeah, because how many's Maths? It's like 30 episodes, 40.
40 to 50 episodes. And they're all an hour long.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
it's like 3
fucked.
times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the MasterChef model, but instead of like inspiring.
And I do find that hard to keep up with because I have been watching MasterChef, but I'm like 3 episodes behind
What do you
now.
think? Yeah, I'm about 3 behind as well.
Yeah.
Did you see? Hang on, what are you up to? The Cubes.
No, I'm not.
Oh, just
I
before the
just
Cubes.
saw beautiful. What was her name? Blonde hair, mum.
Oh, Kath.
Yeah, Kath.
No,
yeah.
Kath was the correct choice to go home.
Absolutely,
first.
but I've
She's
got
like,
a.
no.
But I've got a huge soft
Andy,
spot for her.
Of course.
Yeah.
She's great on TV because
Yeah.
she sounds like a Kath. Her name is Kath. She's got Kath hair.
She's giving Kath Day night realness.
She is.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I'm just making something Asian style, making a Japanese inspired mushroom dish. And honey, she cooked those mushrooms.
She
She
did.
cooked them and they were fucking
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, they were absolutely.
I was watching her
fucking-
do it and I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
Kath. Should have done like some rissoles.
Yeah, just some
Do you
rissoles,
know?
bangers and mash.
And then you can
Maybe
tell
a
this,
meatloaf.
and
yeah.
then they can at least turn that into a story where it's like, oh, Kath, like, she's just a regular Aussie mum. Nothing special here. She doesn't need a hibachi.
Exactly.
But she
and,
fucking...
and I really loved seeing her in like the
Kath.
first episode where they were all making the under Gordon Ramsay and they had the teams and stuff. And everyone's like really going in for this high sort of cuisine thing and you could tell she's just on the side like going, oh yeah, okay, all right, yep. It was great.
Yeah. No, we need Kath. Can we just bring Kath on as like a kind of Gogglebox style onlooker
Yeah, that'd be
for
great.
the rest of the season?
So, oh, that's nice. What do you call
Oh,
that? Yeah.
Andy,
Yeah.
wearing your fancy
But yes, it is hard, isn't it?
It's a
to
commitment
commit to these shows.
And you don't want to miss it, but you can. Like,
Yeah.
you can miss one here and there. It's like,
Absolutely.
okay. I
Yeah,
miss
yeah,
the
yeah.
ones where they just follow a chef. That's boring to me. I
Yeah.
like seeing what they come up with.
Yeah, I'm always like pressure situations, and also like immunity challenges and eliminations. They're the most
Cube-
exciting.
The cube thing.
So what's the cube thing? Because I don't think I'm up to
Oh my
that.
god, they've like brought it back.
Oh, is that
It's-
the one where they?
yeah.
Oh no, not again.
It's so dumb.
No.
It's like, oh, you didn't identify like a strawberry correctly.
Oh no, that
so
was really,
you're
yeah.
like going to like chef jail.
Yeah.
Like, but when? What?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I
It's
remember being
dumb.
really annoyed by that
It's
last
so
season.
boring to watch.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
People take turns
Yeah.
tasting little
And
cubes.
it takes like 30 minutes
Fuck
of the episode.
off.
Yeah.
I'm like, Poe, speed it up. But great cast. Loving all my faves are there. Dash, I love. Dash is so fucking hot,
Yeah.
and he's like gotten hotter.
Yeah, absolutely, 110%.
And then his whole intro being like, now I live in a share house with Nat and who else? Someone else from the show.
Yeah. Who was it?
Someone else
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
And I was like,
they're in our neck of the woods.
are
Yeah,
they?
I've seen that walking around all the time.
I haven't been so lucky. Actually, I thought I saw him like near the Vic Market the other day.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
'cause, yeah.
surely it's not Dash. But now I'm like, oh, it must
Probably
have been.
is going
Yeah.
to get some fresh produce.
Cut into a cube. No
Cutting
less. That was cute. Loved that. Who else is there that we love? Loving Schnej.
Love.
She's great.
Yeah.
I want
absolutely.
everything she cooks.
The thing about MasterChef is you don't ever dislike anyone really.
No.
Because they're all just good people and they're cheering each other on and
Every now and then there's like a weird man that's like, oh, I'm into, like Tim. I'm not a Tim fan.
Yep.
When he made a toasty
Yep.
on like the first
Yep.
episode,
Yep.
I was like, dude,
Yeah, come on, mate.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
And he's like, oh, this is going to be the best toasty.
Was that their midnight snack thing?
No,
no,
that's the
what
thing.
was it? What was
Oh,
it?
No, it wasn't.
Was
it
it?
was
Yeah.
literally just like, tell us about your journey. And because he has a toasty shop, he's like, oh, well, I better do that. And I'm like,
that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Elevate that shit, mate.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just a simple country boy.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would annihilate it.
But then he brought out the toasty, and it had like a cheese sort of like crisp on the outside.
Yeah.
And I think it was, oh fuck, what's her name? The new host that's not Poe.
Oh,
Fuck, have I
great,
forgotten her
great.
name?
We've
There's-
both forgotten.
She's stunning and I love her, but I've
The critic.
forgotten her name.
Yeah.
She was like, it kind of looks like the cheese from like that you've like scraped off the bottom of like a sandwich press in an office. And I was like, ooh,
I know that's brutal, isn't it?
burn. But it did actually look
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, how many more episodes have we got of that? Probably about another
400.
712. Yeah.
Back to win.
I know.
Mm.
Jeez.
Do you know what else is back? I Kissed a Boy.
I've never watched it.
Oh, you didn't watch season
no,
1?
I didn't.
You would die.
Yeah.
It's Danny Minogue.
Yeah.
He's the host, and it's like in a masseria in Italy, and it's so good. And they have to pash before they've even spoken to each other.
Oh.
So they walk in and they just like,
That's really
neck
unusual for
on.
gay men. So
well, then they
yeah.
did it with lesbians, which was even better.
Yeah.
I Kissed a Girl, and now they're back. They must be alternating.
Yeah.
But that just started, so I'm excited to get tucked
No, I have
into
to get on that. What's that on?
Oh, I
One
don't
of
know.
them. Binge
B-
something.
BBC
yeah,
iPlayer with a VPN.
Get my VPN.
I don't know. It's on the internet. I'll send you
Yeah, thanks, doll.
a link to the dark web. But let's get into fucking Love Triangle, shall we?
This is such a good show.
It's so good. And so you said you've been with us
yeah,
from the
so
start.
I just pressed play randomly from a Stan suggestion.
So it's a Stan original
It
program.
is, yeah. From
Good
the
on
start.
them.
And they're coming up on 10 years now, Stan. So there you go. They're
Are
really...
you fucking kidding
They have,
me?
yeah, I know. I don't know when I got it, but like that is a long time. Like streaming has been a thing now
I know.
for a decade.
And now that Drag Race is shit, I'm not going to lie. I'm like, every day I look at my Stan subscription. I'm like, should I pull
know,
the plug?
I know, but but there is some really good stuff on there. Because I've done a complete cull.
Yeah, have you?
I've done
Oh,
a
have
complete
you?
cull
What
of
do- who
my
went?
streaming.
I wanna
no,
know
my
who
streaming
went.
services.
Paramount Plus, bye.
Paramount Plus
Fuck off.
gone because it's like I'm not going to get it.
So dumb.
I'll sign up for another free trial when Gilded Age season 3 drops.
Yeah,
so
girl.
fucking good.
I did
and-
watch all of The List.
Oh yes,
Only
yes.
because I love getting straight boys naked on television.
Oh yeah.
And like larrikin behavior.
Yeah.
So hot.
And we both watch. You watch Real World. Well, no, what was it? Real World? No. What was the one with all the in Queensland
Calm
and they
down.
had the girl from the UK come out?
Aussie Shore.
Aussie Shore. Yes.
Was
no,
that
you
the-
watched that as well.
Oh, that was Paramount.
yeah, that was Paramount. Yeah.
Yes, and
I
believe,
really
I believe
enjoyed
there's
that.
more of that coming.
Oh,
our
good,
way.
because I really enjoyed that.
That was hot.
Absolute trash.
Yeah. But and then what else went?
Disney Plus.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oz.
I will maybe jump on board for another Bear season, but
Oh yeah.
I just don't watch anything on there.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't, I'm not going to go on and watch
I
Moana
know.
too. So
And now we've got Max in Australia.
yeah, which
So
we're
I
all
f-
going to have to sign up
I
for
know,
for
and-
fucking White Lotus
And
season
that's the thing.
4.
And so I'm assuming all of that is just coming straight off binge.
All of it's gone.
Which
So
I'm
you
like,
can get
sorry.
White Lotus, the latest season's still
Yeah.
on binge, but all the old seasons have transferred
No wonder
over.
they've got to start making Ultimate Girls Trip happen.
I know,
'cause They've got no
exactly.
fucking content.
They're going to have to
left.
hang on to us queers, whatever they can do.
You need us, binge. If you're listening, binge execs, as
Exactly.
you know,
Take our
they
suggestions.
love this podcast.
Yeah.
Start filming Ultimate Girls Trip right
Make it
now.
happen. It should be actually happening now. They should, all
Should
be
be
in
happening
Fiji
now.
now.
I think Terry Biviano should be on a first class flight to
Agreed.
appear
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah. Or only first class, because we know how economy
Oh.
goes in this show.
Oh.
Still not getting over that.
Can we just quickly? I'm still not over Nicole
Neither am I. It
giving
is-
the performance of her life.
Yeah.
In the last episode.
It was
Bitch.
so bizarre, and I'm so glad that they all called it out, because it's like, you've signed up to do this show, and we talked about it when we talked
Yeah.
about one of the episodes this season, and it's like, no, you didn't want to come out because it wasn't first class. We know what the deal was,
but that's we love that.
but like,
that's camp.
that's camp. But pay for your upgrade and come and do the
whole-
show.
Her whole personality on season 1
Yeah.
was my kids and I only fly at the front of the plane, darling.
And
So
that-
she could have had a
yeah.
full circle moment.
Yeah.
Where she's like, well, yeah, you know, I famously don't fuck with economy.
Yeah. I'm sure she had 1 million points she could have used to upgrade herself, but she just didn't come
So
and
good.
turn up. She's
Oh, no. See,
nil interest.
I'm full team Nicole on this.
Are you really?
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
I thought she, of course... Well, you saw that. She posted the receipts.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
liaised with me and she was like, these are the dates I can do.
Yeah.
And they were like, cool, how about this one that you can't? And she was
Yeah.
like, oh, here we go. So I don't know. I'm kind of with it. And then also she like gave an incredible performance on Zoom.
It
Like,
actually, yeah, and I will say...
where was she? Where was this woman the whole season? I loved
And that moment
it.
with Terry was
She
extraordinary.
called her a bitter old woman, which is so mean and so fabulous.
So awful, but exactly what we want.
It's great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, culled all those streaming services, doll. So yeah, we're just stuck with Netflix, Dan, and I've still got Hey You because I have to. I have to hold
Hey
on.
You, bargain.
It's $7.99.
Not a sponsored post, but
No,
it's
a
and
bargain.
and I love it's like you get what you pay for. Do
you
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like-
I rarely watch it until there's a new season of something like Salt Lake City, but like it's there. And
Are
it's
you
only
watching The
$7.99
Valley?
a month. No, what's that?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's all of the washed up people from Vanderpump Rules, which was the
Oh, yeah,
spin-off
yeah.
of
yeah.
Beverly Hills Housewives. Now they've all got kids and they're all divorcing their partners because everyone's got coke addictions and there's a lot of domestic violence. It's the most bleak shit possible, but it's
Yeah.
so good.
So it's like reality TV, but about the darkness of what these lifestyles do to you.
And it's like people that previously had been cancelled
Yep.
for being like a bit racist and probably
Yeah.
for being on TV.
Yeah.
Now it's like, bring them back.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
And like, yeah, you're kind of watching it and you kind of feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
All right, The Valley.
Give it a go.
Well, I've got my Hey You,
With no
$7.95 a month. Bargain.
Fucking hell. All right. Let's do it.
Love Triangle.
Otherwise, we're never
gonna,
there.
yeah.
And I promise I am loving this. Episode 4 is where we're starting.
Yep.
And it was called I'd Like to Get to Know Her.
Oh.
We start with Peyton and Jordan. So this is a mess.
Absolute
Fucking mess. And we get a recap of the friendzone drama. So he thought he was being clever at the party by being like, oh yeah, she like totally thinks. Oh yeah, just
Yeah, a little top
doll.
up there.
Thanks.
We've got a lot to get through.
She knows that we're friend zoning hard. Like, I don't even need to say it because it's just like we've had so many discussions, like discussions where you were wearing a cape
Yeah.
or not. Like,
Yeah.
come on, mate.
And, you know, where it goes in that evening
Yeah.
is like, oh.
Dude.
Like, there are so many fuckboys in this show.
Yeah, but like, they're not even. Yeah, because like none of them are particularly hot or fun.
No,
They're actually just a bit sad, a bit trad.
Yeah.
So it's a different flavour. Whereas
It
like
is a-
Fuckboy Island, they were fuckboys, but I wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
suck all their dicks.
Yeah, but here you're just like, no, I'm just
This
going to use
guy.
my hand tonight.
This guy like needs to back away
Agreed.
from society.
Yeah.
He says to her face that he didn't say anything mean about her, and
No, not at all. Well, not to her face.
and then they perfectly cut to him being like, "I can't fucking date that mole." In the hot mic moment.
It's so
How good's the hot
awful.
mic
It's
moment?
so, like, I really like Peyton. I've got a real... She's
yeah.
so lovely.
She's the
and
only real person on the
She's
show.
the only real person on the show, and she's just you can tell she's a genuine sweetheart. And then you got this guy, like, in the, you know, behind the scenes. It was a absolute fuckery and just nasty and mean-spirited. And it's like, it's just the way that he was talking about her. It was really
I'm just so glad that this production company, like Gold Stars, you got the hot mic and you're like playing it every episode. Like that's what you do.
And they don't think that they're on, which I love.
Which is even better.
It's so good.
And it must be in their contract, like, yeah. Everything you say will be used against you.
And so
great.
it should.
He claims to her that how it works is he'll be friends with someone, then just all of a sudden out of nowhere he'll just like fall in love with personalities. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? Sorry?
Yeah. He's just gross.
But also, it's like in saying that, it's like, so you think she's an ugly dog?
Yeah,
'Cause
like, well,
he's
he's
basically
yeah.
saying, you're not hot, but you could be cool and interesting enough for me to fuck you
Yeah.
at some point.
So I've literally basically said, as if I'd ever date you, like, look at her. And then it's like, oh, but you know, your personality. And it's just like, and yeah, it's just,
Because the same
she
thing
deserves so much better.
so much more. And the
So
same
much
thing
better.
happened on Maths this year where, yeah, they got a guy saying, but I asked for petite and blonde. It wasn't even hot mic because this guy was so
Yeah.
delulu. But the producers must act like, yeah, they're going to find you exactly what you want.
Yeah. We're going to do a full, we've got your
Tell us.
checklist there. Tell us what you want. And then,
And these men are dumb enough to like actually be like, oh,
Absolutely.
they have to be this then.
absolutely.
Like it's their porn search history.
Yeah.
Dude, like what the fuck are you thinking?
I know.
Anyway, unfortunately though, she seems to want to continue, and I was like, get the fuck out of this house, girl. But do we feel like she's just being a good sport, or the airtime, or why is she still there?
I think it's a bit of both. I think there is obviously a lot of, you know, she's been burnt a lot, and she, you know,
Yeah.
has talked about that, and but at the end of the day, I think she is just sort of like, she realizes that she's, you know, in this show, she's, you know, she's very like, she was my favorite.
Yeah,
She's been my favorite
she's
this
a
season.
hot tradie girl. I'm into it.
Yeah, she's great.
And she's got great facial expressions.
Yeah.
At all the dumb
Yeah.
shit that's happening to her.
So good.
Cut to Ari and Nuri with a sexy massage moment. She's like, finally, I'm gonna put out for Nuri, and I'm like, bitch, this man is smoking hot.
He's so hot.
He's actually
He's so hot.
It like hurts me a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's in grey tracksuit pants in this scene. So I was like, thank you.
Sweatpants season is here.
Also, it sounds like they're fucked, which I'm into, because they're all like giggly.
Yeah,
I'm like, they've fucked.
they've absolutely
Mm-mm.
fucked. Especially, you know, like, yeah, they've always been kind of all over each other. So.
But they never say that on these shows. They always say things
No.
like, we've taken our intimacy to the next level.
We're not, you know, we're in the one bedroom now.
We're just like sleeping in my bedroom, and last night, like, the intimacy levels were increased, and I sat on his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's fun.
I really like, she is great.
Ari.
She's really cool. Yeah.
Our girl. Yeah, I want to get blackout with her
Yeah.
on like a night, on like a girls' night out.
Yeah.
It should be fun. Like at a hen's party. Should be
Yeah.
fun.
No, she'd be a hoot.
He says, huge green flag about them fucking.
Yep.
And can I just PSA, like, quickly, like, straight people, can we just ditch the flag system?
Agreed.
It's really dumb.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it.
Yeah, I didn't know green flags were a thing.
Like, you could just say that, like, they did something that you liked.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Or
I
they
had a
did
really
something that
positive
was
experience there. Yeah, great.
Like, why does it need to be? It feels very like corporate retreat. Like, and we're going to put all
Yep.
the green flags over here and all the red flags over here
Yep.
on sticky notes.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Team building.
Stop it.
Yep.
I'm really upset.
Yeah. You are. You're.
And now there's yellow flags. They've introduced yellow
What's
flag.
yellow flag? Were
Oh,
you not really
bitch.
sure?
There's yellow flags popping out. The straights need help.
So what would yellow flag? What would a yellow flag actually stand for, Joel?
It's like danger is coming, but like
But you're like
Well,
willing
I'm
to
still
give them a second chance
to be on a reality show.
Yeah.
That's what a yellow flag is. This person is harmful, but
Yeah, but
I'm getting paid to be on this show.
okay, cool.
I think that's what a yellow flag must be. Anyway,
I've had a lot of yellow flags in my life. Then Jesus.
leaving the straights, we go to Beck and Chloe.
Oh,
Wow. But Beck reminds us that she's usually into mask girlies with dark features. And then I'm like, I bet you that's what they've got waiting in the wings. And boy, was I right.
and then what did they have waiting in the wings?
But before that, Chloe's like, look, Beck is like, I'm going to show Chloe that I'm like serious. So they surprise her with a little picnic. And it was cute. Beck wrote a thing. She reads it. The words gratitude are involved.
It's very important.
And walls. And probably yellow flag was in there as well.
Yeah, that would have been.
Because these two are striving for heteronormative
Yeah, absolutely.
approval.
Yeah.
So yeah, Def for Chat GPT job.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well done though.
Yeah.
She expressed her feelings.
It worked though, because Chloe sheds a tear.
I know, and she's like, "No, you're going to get me started." No.
And then they have a passionate giggle, and I was like, oh, lesbian love is alive. Also,
Oh, so we
for now.
Oh,
Bernie and Marissa. Thoughts on Bernie? Like, what the fuck?
he is absolute fuckboy. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
But,
so
like,
egotistical.
He's like a hipster fuckboy. Like,
yeah.
he looks like he should know better, but he absolutely doesn't.
Yeah, and I feel like he'd be the kind of guy if he was talking to his friends about stuff that he'd all be like, "Oh yeah, that guy's a fuckboy," and that's just like he would like not condone that
Oh yeah,
behavior
he
from
like
other
call
people.
himself a feminist.
Yeah, exactly. But when it comes to himself, it's literally textbook.
Yeah.
It's textbook.
This is fucked. So there's like a flashback to last night, and Bernie tells us that he feels catfished. And when he used that word, I was like,
Yeah.
like, sorry. So it's the same thing as Jordan. He's kind of like, oh, but I ordered,
Yeah.
fries and I got an ice cream. It's
Yeah.
like,
And it's just also like his belief in him in what he is just so beyond
dude.
what it actually
And
is.
he's-
Like,
Again,
you're cute,
not
but
hot
like-
enough to be a fuckboy.
No.
So ratty. I'm like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah, and it's just like he's just not charming.
No.
There's no.
He thought that all you need to do is like get some like little like trendy tats and like wear some chunky like designer sunglasses. Which, oh my god! So I was in Fitzroy North on the weekend, and everyone dresses like this guy.
Oh yeah.
I actually was like, oh my god, it's Bernie.
And it's the 90s like baggy
Yeah.
shirts. They're all back.
No, but then designer sunnies.
Yeah.
Which are like real, because you're like, how else are you living in?
coupled with like
Fitzroy
grunge
North.
chic. Yeah.
But like, I feel like the grunge part of it is like, that's phasing out now.
Yeah.
Now they just look like tossers.
Yeah.
like, but yeah, everyone looked like Bernie, and I was like, ooh. Anyway, they're still stuck, and like, the accent insulting and stuff. Like, look, to be fair, Marissa seems kind of annoying. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
But you still don't have to like be a dick.
It's almost like from the start, like they had that, their first date was kind of alright, and then it's just like being like, he just hasn't tried, he hasn't cared, so it's like, oh, I'll just tear her down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what's the point? And also, it's like, I don't find her accent annoying. Like, it's very neutral. Like, what are you talking about?
He's got an accent.
I know,
so I'm kind of like, dude.
Like pot calling kettle.
Shut up. Anyway, he's such a dick. In confessional, he's like, look, if this was in the real world by now, I would have like blocked her on everything.
So mature. So mature.
When he said that, I was like, so you have the self-awareness to tell us that, but then not like. Anyway,
fuck boy.
These are people, mate. Like,
just say not interested. Thank you. Hope you had a great.
Well, I know, but they all want to be on TV. He's like, I'm usually chasing the next shiny thing. Well, like usually, and you are right now.
Yep.
Then he bangs on about how much he's still thinking about Chloe. This guy wants what he can't have, right?
Exactly.
Which, look, I get it. There's something hot about forbidden fruit and the fact that she's like, on the show with another woman, and then he gets to come in and do the ultimate like man move of like turning a lesbian.
And it is, and I do love it because it's like, I don't think it really happened in past seasons, the past 2 seasons. And it's like, I do really like that this triangle's like the edges have been really extended.
This is
this is really interesting.
A dodecahedron.
Exactly, it's a dodecahedron. And I really like that. And I feel like it's intentional or not is a really interesting way.
Either way, the producers are fingering
it's
themselves.
So good. Yeah, it's really good. And it's like, while I'm just going fuck boy,
yeah,
it's great television.
Yeah.
So here for it.
Over at Mike and Melinda, this shit is bleak. Can we just call I think at this point they should have just been like, all right, let's
absolutely
finish up here.
Yeah.
He brings up the gym asshole thing again. Every time they speak to each other, it's just like a passive aggressive Olympic sport.
Yeah, it's just he's learnt nothing.
And then it does actually end. And he says, all the best, darling.
Oh.
And I was like, don't darling me, darling. When he said darling, I was like, wow. And he just walks out. So, yeah, it's.
And look, good for her.
It's done.
I'm like, why would you want to be around that?
I love as soon as she Googled him, she was like, nope.
Yeah, as you should be. Like, fucking hell.
And so finally it's triangle time. And as a newbie to this format, I was like, oh, I wonder how they're going to do this. Is it always the same? Like the next person just comes into the Airbnb,
Knocks on the door.
while the other two are awkwardly...
Yeah, they're like, they're making their homemade pasta or they're making some breakfast.
Drinking a lot of like cheap bottles of wine.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on in these households.
No, nothing.
Because do they have phones? I feel like they don't.
Well, no, but do they have phones? No, they do. They do
but
have
it's only got
phones.
like one app on it
it's-
called like...
And it's not their
Love Triangle.
number. And it's like, so they can't contact the outside world or have the outside world. But the numbers that are approved from other contestants is fine.
It's like an Apple store. Like the phone has limited functionality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, that's always been the case. So they come in,
Okay.
they knock on the door and they're like, oh, who could this be? It's... yeah.
And they know that the other person's going to join them as well.
Yes, they do know that. So if I recall, I think the first season it
Was a surprise.
Was a surprise.
Cute, but you can't keep doing that.
You can't keep doing that. So it is. They do know that they're coming.
We need to talk about my favourite part of this whole show, which I can't believe I didn't pick up on this in the first 3 episodes. The blatant DD promotion.
Oh, I know. Oh my god.
Oh,
and I just
my
noticed it in like one
God.
of the last couple of episodes where it's like,
you
it
just
has,
noticed
it
but
has
they're
like a slogan.
oh my god, the way that brand is perfect for this show. Like,
Totally.
I could not think of a match made in heaven.
Yeah, it's not an
than-
Uber show. It's a DD
It's a
show.
DD show. It's the DD. Like if Maths had an Uber sponsorship, Love Triangle gets
has
the DD.
DD. Yep.
And the way that it's like, later on, Peyton like gets into her DD and she's like, "Oh, yes, hello. Are you my driver?" Mm-hmm.
So good.
I was like, "Girl, get that."
And you know what? Shout out to DD because they are quite a lot cheaper than Uber. But
They are.
yeah,
And
but I'm
owned
loving
by
the slogan
China.
on the cars.
Yeah.
Lovely. Where it's like, you know, we'll get you to your first date. Like fabulous. Yeah.
Great. Honestly, exceptional work. Those cars with those huge fuck off DD stickers on,
Yeah,
the, on
stunning.
the door.
Yeah.
I died.
Yeah, it's really good. And as you said, perfect.
good.
This, not quite Uber, just below.
It's like an Aldi of sorts.
Love Aldi too.
Great.
so,
Well, that's the
yeah,
thing. And
exactly.
this is why we're watching this show.
Exactly.
It appeals to our sense
It
of
really does.
budgetary.
Exactly. Because he lives.
Where the fuck are we? Oh, it's triangle time. So we get Chloe's gender obsession flashbacks. So remember when she was like, I'm actually like above gender. So I don't see
wanna-
it.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about it, but I do want to guess
Yeah.
constantly.
So she's like, oh, I don't sound like a man.
I remember when she was like, E owns a house. Oh, they must be male.
Yeah.
And they like work in construction or some
Yeah.
shit. I don't know. They trolled her bad because here is Emma.
Oh,
And can I just say, Emma is the fucking breakout star of this show.
She's great. She's
obsessed with
really
this bitch.
good.
I want to fuck her.
yeah.
She's
She's
hot.
hot. She's really hot.
Hot.
Great energy.
Mm.
Just, you could tell would be a fucking like,
Oh,
you could have a great night on the piss with her, but you could also have a deeply intellectual conversation where you literally try and right the
she's
wrongs
intense.
of the world.
Yeah, totally. She's
Yeah.
smart. She's intense. She's like, you can tell she's had about like 32 like serious relationships.
Like they've all been serious.
One a year.
One a year. And she's changed them forever.
Mm.
But she'd still be friends with all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
This was evil work by the producers, but gorgeous. The fact that it's like exactly Beck's type walks in. I was like,
Exactly Beck's type.
and so it's like now not only does Chloe want to fuck Emma because it's like that's the game, but now Beck also wants to fuck Emma. And in my mind, I was like, if this was Gay Boys, you know what would happen next?
They would all fuck.
They would all fuck.
That's the thing. I'm like, why? Like, we haven't had a gay couple.
Of course not, because it would literally.
They would just all fuck.
It would be the ABC special of like Chris Cheers and Nick Hollis and Joel
Exactly.
Bray. It would become that in
they'd
5
be like,
seconds.
so
we've decided the molecule is green lit. The green flag.
It would be, wouldn't it? They would literally be on an ABC special.
They would.
Yeah.
Which is why Stan is
Yeah.
like, no
No, we'll
drama.
We'll stick with the lesbians.
There wouldn't be enough drama, or enough drama that like the audience could comprehend.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Will they? Will they? It might be interesting to have like a bi guy. That could be
My
interesting.
favorite.
Yeah. One girl, one guy in the triangle.
Hot.
That would be great. But then they probably all still fuck. So
Again,
yeah.
though, like this is so classic, like 9/Stan. They're like, we'll dip our toe in the queer pond as long as it's hot chicks.
It's hot chicks and it's still got that undercurrent of heteronormativity.
Undercurrent. They spent the whole time discussing gender roles in their lesbian relationship.
Yeah.
I was actually like, you girlies, unfortunately, are setting back the movement, but whatever.
That's producing. Surely.
Oh, yeah, true. Because I think poor Chloe had good intentions, but they also were like, all right, doll, like, guess the genders.
Yeah, of course
They
they were.
must
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
We were all rooting for you.
We were all ready for you. And I am glad that they went with 2 girls in the end, though. I really
me
like
too,
that.
because I was expecting
Same.
some dickhead guy to walk in, but when it was Emma, I was like, yes.
So good.
And I also wanted to compete for her attention.
Yeah, we all do.
Everyone in the universe is lining up.
Yeah. Because she'd be the kind, as I said, she would literally like give you wild sex.
Oh,
But then could you just imagine her like...
gentle caress.
I know. Extraordinary. I love her.
She's gorgeous.
We love you, Emma.
But Emma also admits straight away she's into it. Like, I love that there's no mincing. It's like, yeah, look, because Becky's fucking hot.
They're,
Like
these 3 girls are gorgeous.
I know. And
they're
so
stunning.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Back at the M house, Melissa joins Mike and Melinda. And I was like, that's too many M's. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm surprised Mike wasn't on a walk because he loves just going on a walk.
He does, yeah.
Around the neighbourhood so he can burst in and accuse someone of doing something untoward.
Yeah. I mean, heaven forbid a producer's in a room like actually just talking to someone on a show that's being filmed constantly.
This instant coffee scene. So, oh yeah, we're going to make an instant coffee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like,
So awkward.
fucking hell. But he likes what he sees.
He does, yeah.
And yeah, this whole instant coffee bit, I was like, no. Back to Bernie and Marissa with absolutely no vibes. No
None.
vibes. They can't even, you cannot even pretend at this point.
Like every time they talk to each other, they disassociate.
And this is so good. I actually love that they've stitched him up here because they send in Jazz with a Z.
Oh.
And she is that girl.
She is that girl. She is a makeup artist.
She's a woo girl.
She is a woo girl.
She comes in hot with a sushi tray. She goes, it's from the sushi train.
It's so good.
She walked in with that sushi platter from the sushi train. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, love her.
I love this bitch.
Yeah.
She looks like Tanya Zayda.
Oh my God, she does.
She's
Who
so
Dares
good.
Wins.
Yeah, she's got like huge nails and like fake tan.
So much makeup.
Love
like,
her.
Fabulous.
She's like, what have you guys been doing? Like, what's up? Oh, you're just sitting around in your Airbnb?
Literally, that's all they do in this show is sit around in their Airbnb and then make food and drink cheap wine.
But he's already known. Like, he's already like, oh, but I'm a cool guy. I'm like Fitzroy North and she's the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So he's already trying so hard to like distance himself from her. And Marissa is also like, yeah, she's a dog. I have nothing to worry about. And I'm like, Marissa,
You don't like him.
You don't like him. What the fuck?
Don't tear down this. Don't tear down this woo girl.
Why exactly? It's why this show's genius because even if they don't care about each other, enter a third person and the competitivity.
Well, it's
Is
the
that a word?
natural human instinct to be threatened by when you're in those kind of situations, even if you don't actually like the person.
So now these two are going to bond over their mutual disdain for Jazz, who's like just trying to have a fun time, guys.
Yeah, and she's come in and she's brought him sushi. Like, that's a nice gesture.
It's great. There's nothing else going on in that house.
Nothing. Sushi and, disassociating.
And then he's such a terrorist, Bernie. He's like, yeah, so should we talk about like why I didn't pick you? Because of your shit text chat etiquette. And she's like, okay. She goes, yeah, I'm just like not that girl. Like, I just like don't really like texting. And I was like, same.
Yeah.
I would not get picked on this show because I
Yeah.
too would reply 2 days later.
Yeah, 2 days later, leave you unread, and I would
Yeah.
just, it'd be a 1-sentence response.
Yeah.
I'm the same. Yeah, I can't deal with writing paragraphs.
And then great line, Bernie says he needs a blindfold and ear tampons, which I was like, oh no.
Ear tampons.
Anyway, from bad to worse, we finally get to meet Mrs. Doubtfire
Mm.
from the first 3 episodes, Dante, who really cooked it with that little bit that he tried to do
It's
on the phone.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, agreed.
But here he is. He joins Peyton and Jordan. And Peyton's like, oh, yeah, he's cute. This was awkward because, again, Jordan is competitive.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden he's interested in Peyton because there's someone else
yeah,
there.
because there's someone else.
And I'm like, fuck off, mate.
yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
Peyton, you deserve the world. You deserve the world, and it's not him.
Dante, in real life, when he's not on a phone pretending to be Mrs. Doubtfire, he's actually quite shy. Like, he's like a
Yeah.
timid guy.
Yeah,
He seems kind of like a normal guy. And he's like, asks, what are the vibes like? And Peyton goes, oh, look, we're just mates.
yeah, friend zone.
And Jordan is such a psychopath. And he's like, oh, back off. He's kind of like full into like back off mate vibes. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You're not into her.
Yeah,
I did a lot of screaming at the screen during this particular episode.
yeah, and it's just as I said, Peyton, you deserve the world. You're a sweetheart.
And he goes, well, I'm just a competitive guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, awkward. Back to the M times 3 household. New M is into it. So I'm like, okay. She hasn't done the Google yet, though.
No, she has not done the
Yeah.
Google.
And she can also sense that there's no vibes between the other 2 M's. And yeah, it's kind of... This one, I'm like, we can wrap this one up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's probably been the triangle that I've been least interested in.
Yeah, and because Mike... I think they really thought they were, like, casting gold. with
Absolutely,
Mike.
they thought they were going to bring him in. It would be chaos, and
It was chaos, and I like
Yeah.
some of the... I like the watermelon crushing of it all,
Yeah,
and him just being such a dick.
so awful.
So passive-aggressive. Like, that
Yeah.
was fun, but, like, I'm good.
Yeah,
Back to the lesbian house, and...
and this is our favourite house.
This is the best house.
This is the best house.
It's so clear that, like, there's vibes all round, and no one knows where to, like, focus their energy, which is fun. And then this is awkward because they're all 3 of them, are there. And Beck admits that Emma is like totally her type, and I'm like, ugh. And Chloe's even a bit like, "Scusi, I'm the single. You're
Which
the
I
suitors."
Do kind of get, because if I was in her situation, I would feel exactly the
Oh,
same way.
A+ for like transparency.
Transparency.
If this was straights, it would all be happening behind closed doors.
That's
you're
the
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Lesbians will tell you what they're thinking.
Absolutely.
And they absolutely do in this situation.
Yeah.
So, as kind of uncomfortable as the situation
Yeah.
is, at least they're being honest.
Ari and Nuri are the last couple to get triangled. And
Oh,
we
I
get
have
this is so good.
Oh, I have such...
So we get a flashback to Sam. So, mate, what are you doing letting us down? Ghosting Ari from the date. And here we go. He comes into the house. And this guy, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this on a reality show
No,
before.
it's...
And I've seen all of it.
You've seen all of it.
And this I was actually like, I was shooketh.
Like, I'm wondering... At the end of the day, if they his contract was like, no, you have to do this,
Yeah.
or we'll take you to court. Like, because I'm literally like, why? I mean, it created a great moment, but it's like this guy. It was.
What was he doing?
What was he doing?
Because that's the thing. It's like it was either put on, and it was bad. So basically, he like spits the dummy. He walks in. He walks in. He's like, "I'm here."
Sorry,
and
but
then,
why are you here? You didn't want to be here.
And then she's like, "Okay, come in, I guess." And then she's like, "What made you change your mind? What do you think was going to happen? That they were going to be like, oh, please, so great to see you." It's like, you stood me up.
Oh, okay, cool. And then it's like, and then he's like, oh, haven't you ever been rejected
Because
before?
what's the problem? Haven't you been rejected before?
Oh.
Dude.
And it's, I just don't understand. I mean, it's a great moment, but I'm like, I don't know what he was. I mean, that's why
I think he wanted to get his. He hadn't got the mug on camera yet.
That's the thing.
It's
So
got to
we'll
be
have
that 'cause
one
he was a
scene.
phone call before. No, he was texting before.
He barely texted her, remember?
Yeah, and then didn't even rock up. And she
Yeah.
only picked him because he was older than Nuri. And God, wouldn't you be so happy that you picked Nuri? Fuck. Anyway, this guy's such a cunt. And then he gaslights her. He's like, well, I got chosen second. And I'm like, no.
No.
You didn't. You got chosen first and then you bailed. Oh, so annoying.
And he sulks in a bedroom.
Mate, fuck off. But yeah, then he gets quite aggressive. Camera people make a run for it. It's great.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great moment, but I'm like, as you said, mug on TV, and he probably had a contractual obligation to do it.
Yeah. And then he's awkwardly waiting for his DD
So good, yes.
in the rain.
It
which,
will take you
taking
away
a while,
from you. It will take you away from your first.
If it was Uber, it would have been there by now.
Yeah.
But DD, sometimes it's
Sometimes
struggling
couple of cancellations down the track.
And at this point, I was like, I'm obsessed with this show.
Yeah, it's great. And I think that's there hasn't been a moment like that in the last 2 seasons. Like,
Oh, really? That's
because
crazy.
It hasn't got that was insane. Like, that was literally 2 minutes.
Wild.
Yeah, it was really great.
Episode 5 is called Three-Way. And we start where we left off at Ari and Nuri's flashback to Sam's arrogant walkout. She's like, what were you expecting?
Well, that's the thing. What was
And
anyone
we,
expecting?
Oh no. And then we even get a producer there, trying to convince him to stay.
So good.
It's like,
and he's under somebody's car shelter.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
He takes the cake for most insane cunt I've ever seen.
Yeah, it
on
was
a show.
great. Yeah.
So good.
Bring him back for the next season. No.
And then, to take our minds off it, we get more nude Nuri content. So I'm happy. They just chuck him in a bathtub.
Yeah.
And I was like, great.
Also love that they had conveniently placed they had to conveniently place bubbles. Fabulous work.
And what after an exciting day.
Yeah.
Just hop in the bath.
Just hop in the bath.
Yeah.
Bubble bath.
Back at the lesbian house, and the drama continues. Chloe says the relationship between her and Beck is different now.
Yeah. Well, no shit. You basically said, oh, she's my type.
Chloe lives for the drama. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
She's allegedly was dumped 5 minutes before coming on the show, and I'm like, you love this.
Yeah.
Beck's like, I'd love to have a chat with Emma, if that's all right. And Chloe's like, okay, well, I'm being cock-blocked by my new girlfriend from my old girlfriend. And I was like, I love this.
So good.
So good. Emma asks Chloe on a date, so that lightens the mood. So at least Emma's like, well, I'll hang out with the chick I'm supposed to be fucking first.
Yeah.
And then if that doesn't work out, I will fuck the other chick.
Yeah.
Which, boss move. They go have a wine. I love that they're just day drinking at this point.
I know, yeah. Well, what else are they doing? They're not doing anything.
No, it's that, or they're just going back to the Airbnb.
No activities.
Emma seems legit. At this date, I was like, yeah, you're cool. They discuss Wollongong. I was like, oh, amazing.
Well, surely, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wollongong.
I like what I've set up. But,
And Emma's a homeowner, which Chloe is hard for.
Yeah.
All you got to do is own property, and she will.
She will.
Get you there.
Absolutely. Same, to be honest.
Yeah. Chloe's coming in hot. She says she feels fireworks between them. And I was like, settle the fuck down, Chloe. And Chloe wants to kiss, but says she can't because of Beck. But that doesn't stop Emma, who's like, nah, let's do it. The sexual chemistry between these two was wild.
Yeah.
I was getting a little bit aroused watching it.
Yeah, they're imagine this would be hot sex.
It was so hot.
Yeah.
They go in for the makeout. Emma says, look, I'm open to all possibilities.
Right after the makeout.
But I still want to explore things with Beck. And I was like, whoa. To say that after making it, I was like, this bitch is like, that is boss.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
she's like staunch,
But
in charge.
This is what we've been fighting for, like equal rights.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
If men can do this shit, like,
Yeah.
come on. Anyway, but Chloe was like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
But then she's
oh.
also a little bit like Game On Moles.
Yeah.
So I like seeing Chloe activated.
Yeah.
Over at the M house, Mike
Oh.
gets the new Melissa or whatever the fuck her name is, some activewear and a little vest, which I was like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah, agreed.
And also backhanded because it's kind of like, off you go, work out.
Yeah.
I was like, someone bought me like activewear
Yeah, but what are you
that
saying?
I just met.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Anyway, it feels misogyno, but so does everything he does.
Everything he does, yeah.
Yeah.
But he has fans.
Apparently he's got fans. Over at Bernie and the girls, Jazz is like, I'm like a fun, flirty kind of girl.
I love her.
She's so good. So she's like, let's go for a date. And Texas is not worried. She's kind of like, whatever. She thinks she's like got it.
Yep.
She thinks she's winning no matter what. Bernie is getting off on the two fighting for his attention, even though he thinks they're both dogs.
Mm.
So I'm kind of like, what are you doing here, Bernie? On the date, Jazz won't stop talking about herself a million miles a second, and I love it.
It was great. He couldn't get a word in edgeways. It was fantastic.
Well, he's got nothing to say.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Exactly. And the edit trolls her. They kind of do that.
It was really good editing because it was literally just like they'd show him and she just keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. It was fantastic.
I would have loved some day wines with
I'd go on
Jazz.
I'd go on a date with her. Fabulous.
He's being a pretentious dick though, and he can't even like disguise it. He's kind of very happy letting her know that he's too cool for her. Yeah. Anyway.
And she's like, I think it went really well.
I know that. When she said that, I was like, no, Jazz. No. He was like, I wanted to kill myself during that
she hasn't
day.
even like looked at it. Like, how can you not
I know.
be sitting opposite him and not realize that this was a dud date?
Yeah, and then cut to her going, that date went well. I was like, ah. Our girl Peyton is spending the day with Dante, which man baby Jordan is just hanging out on the couch, which I was like, he is loving this show. He's like getting paid to just like masturbate on the couch all day, which like seems like his natural habitat.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's what becomes a natural habitat for everyone on this show because that's all they do is sit on the couch
When the other
and
two
act
go
surprised
out.
when somebody comes knocks on the door.
You'd be so happy when you're not going on the date because like, great, I get the whole Airbnb
I
to
know,
myself.
yes.
Can chat to the producers,
Yeah.
maybe invite them into my room.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. This man is a slob, but all of a sudden he's into Peyton now and jealous of their date. Which I was like, dude. No.
Yep. So you've literally
Yep.
called her a dog,
Mm.
and now you're
On the date, Dante says he wishes he came in first, and the chat. I was like,
yeah.
yeah.
And also, like, they were like, "Oh, this is a cool venue." I'm like, it didn't really look very cool to me. I was like, what? Where were they?
No, he's very clear that he's attracted to her, which is like nice and everything. But I've just still got Mrs. Doubtfire like PTSD.
Hello.
Yeah. I feel like there's some sinister shit going on.
Yeah.
Underneath that.
Oh, I get exactly what you mean. I just don't feel.
Yeah.
So at least with Jordan, you know exactly what you're getting up front. With this guy, I don't think you do. Absolutely not. You just, there's something you're not to be trusted.
In an unprecedented move, Beck and Emma go on their date.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love that they get lawn bowls.
In the pouring rain.
Kind of
yeah.
kind of closest thing we get to an activity.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, yeah, the head producers clearly didn't realize how masked this girl is, and they probably should have made like Emma the like single.
I actually think that that would have been really great.
But I think they didn't. Yeah, I think in their mind they're like, oh, people are into like femme chicks. Yeah, I'm like, no. You'd be surprised.
Mm.
Their date is actually quite cute though. More sexual tension.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch a whole show of just lesbian first dates.
Yeah,
that don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But like, they fall in love in
Yeah.
the first date. I would watch that show.
Yeah, same.
I Kissed a Girl was close to that, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Then we get cut to Chloe back at the Airbnb spiraling, telling us about her abandonment issues
I
after
know.
being so
Literally like 3 months before the show
brutal
or something.
dumping. Which is, come on. Anyway, back on the date, Beck says she's into Emma, and Emma is like so smooth. She's like, well, you can kiss me whenever you want, babe.
So
I was
good,
like,
yeah.
fuck, she's hot.
She's so
She's like,
hot.
we're gonna go at your pace.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're quite ready to do that. But when you're ready, I'm here to smash.
And wouldn't you smash?
I just thought it was
Oh.
smooth. I thought it was
Yeah.
actually quite smooth.
Yeah.
It's like giving you the green light, but also like respecting your boundaries, babe.
Yeah.
Mike and Melinda having cute, silly banter in a supermarket, and it's cringe
Yep.
in all caps.
Can't even remember this moment, so
Can't-
that's
it
how
was-
much I care.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And then it's time for the first triangle party. So I was uninitiated, and I'm like, okay, so they're just doing the same thing they did last time, the like dinner party.
Yes.
But now everyone's there.
But now everyone's
Yep,
there.
yep. At the party, Peyton and her two clowns rock up first. Jordan counts the placements on the table and he's like, oh, it's an odd number. Someone's bailed, kind of thing. Bernie and the girls rock up next, and the M's come, but it's just two of them. So he tells the story about Melinda leaving, but it's all his side of the story,
Yep.
which of course like is designed to make him sound okay. Nuri and Ari have also lost one, and they tell their story, and everyone's like, okay, so there's some fun stories going on. And the others are a bit like, well, you guys have an advantage now, which I can't, like, what do you think about that? Like, I kind of agree, but I'm also like, it doesn't mean that they're going to get on.
Well, no, it doesn't, does it? No, not at all.
And if anything, the competitiveness is like keeping the other ones alive.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah, I'll be interested as we go along whether the couples that ended, like, you know, never had a triangle,
Yeah.
how they've ended up as opposed to the couples that did have a triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's almost like that. It wasn't actually the show. Like, they weren't actually taking part in the experiment because they didn't get the chance to. It was literally like, all right, this is the match. Will it work or won't it? And it's like, well, that's just like a dating show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mike isn't done being a terrorist. He's already made one woman leave the show, and now he's like, he calls Chloe irritating.
Yep.
After she calls out his shit attitude about said woman that left. And then the whole group is a bit like, mate, drop the ego. So I did enjoy watching him get schooled by everyone.
Yeah, because he's a
Total dick.
absolute dick.
Yeah. Yeah, then all of a sudden Captain Starlight is like looking quite attractive to Peyton, and I was like, this poor doomed woman.
Peyton, you beautiful girl.
Because Mrs. Doubtfire is actually a demon.
Yep, you don't trust him at all.
No, I mean,
No.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like, what do you think about Dante?
Well, I just think she's gotten two duds.
She has.
She really has.
Yeah.
There's been no...
Yeah. He puts his foot in it. He says, maybe I should have been in a different triangle.
I
Which
know.
sends
and
Peyton
it's-
off.
But that proves to me, it's like, yeah, because he came on so hot and heavy. And now he's like, you know, fucking with her head.
And then he like cries to production, and I was like, oh no, mate. You
Yeah,
just got
no,
here. What are you
just
doing?
got here. And it's like, in the span of a day, you've been like, I really like you. I'm really falling for you.
Too fast.
Yeah, too fast. And she's, you know, confronted by that. And she's like, I think this is just too intense.
Yeah. No.
And then because he's not, you know, he's not getting exactly what he wants in the dinner party,
yeah.
absolutely just throws it in her face. I thought that was really a dog move.
Yeah. Then we get Bernie having tunnel vision on Chloe, which, like, this is great. And he's like, their triangle's a shit show. And Chloe says, if there's doubt, what did she say? if there is doubt, there is no doubt. Which I was like, oh,
That's right. Yes. Oh my God.
what is this? Like, what T-shirt did you read this on?
Yeah.
Like, I hate this.
If there is doubt, there is no doubt. What?
She's trying to say, like, you either know or you
Yes.
don't. But
Yes.
it's anyway, she's flirting with him.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Then a letter gets written. Dun, 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 dun. So Bernie's in bed writing a little letter to Chloe.
Probably the first letter
That's
he's
how the
ever written in
episode-
his life.
Yeah. And episode 6 is called The Letter.
The letter.
We start at the lesbian house with said letter. And she's still talking about no doubt. And I'm like, okay, Gwen Stefani,
No doubt.
chill out. These women need to chill. Emma regrets trying to pursue Beck and wants to prove to Chloe that she's here for... I cannot keep up with these lesbians, I swear. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, this is going to be good. Chloe's still rubbing one out to the letter
Oh yeah.
while this is all going on. And they go on like a restart date. Emma and Chloe.
Yes.
That is. Which Chloe's happy about. And then on that date, Emma tells Chloe.
They love a picnic in this show. don't they? They
well,
love a
it's
picnic.
It's a D. We're on a DD budget.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She says, I'm not going to pursue Beck anymore. I've got eyes for you, girl.
for you,
Which I was
yep.
like, fuck, she's so smooth. Every
Yep.
man should take dating advice from Emma.
Yeah, she should be a coach.
She should be.
Yeah.
Then they speak of green flags. And I was like, no,
Oh.
no, this is
They have
reserved for the
become
straights.
straight.
You've become straight. Green flags. Oh, I mean, at least they're not yellow.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Not yet.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to get like the hanky code.
I know. Can we bring the hanky
Let's
code
get
into?
some sophistication in here. Like who's shitting on whose
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
elbow?
Exactly.
I need to know. Classic Chloe. She's like, but I'm always going to feel like I'm her second choice. And I'm like, you are so fucking needy. Oh my
Mhm.
God. It's like, what more do you... Anyway, I actually can't with Chloe.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, and also because it's like, well, also, you've gotten this letter behind the scenes and are like going, oh.
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't know about that. So it's like, everyone's just...
Did she not disclose? Is it secret at this point?
No, she hasn't disclosed at all.
What a naughty girl. Everyone's
Yeah.
been so transparent in that household.
Yeah, no, she
Oh,
isn't-
yeah, of course she
yeah.
hadn't, because they're going to reveal it later, I
Yeah,
assume.
yeah. No, because she was just in her bedroom reading a letter like she was,
Let me guess.
a housewife in, the Civil War, reading a letter from a
Yeah,
long
true.
lost boyfriend.
They'll
yeah.
crack it open when Chriselle arrives. for the
Oh, yeah.
reunion.
Will they ever?
Over at Peyton's clown house, Dante's got his tail between his legs because he fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan's just kind of like, yeah, living. He's making effort for once. Awkward. Yeah. And then she's sus on him. Yeah, finally Peyton gives us, because every time this household comes up, I'm looking at her and I'm like, run.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
And every now and then she's like, I think I should run. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. They're
Yeah.
both completely beneath you.
Ari and Peyton have a little girls chat.
They do.
This was
yes.
cute. Does this
Yep.
normally happen on this show?
Yep,
Okay, cute.
Yep. So they have their little. It's always at the dinner parties, and they'll like break
Yeah.
off, or I
Mm.
yeah. I think that's one of the things I have liked about it is they get to like. It has always been like the single and the other end of the triangle
okay.
like separated.
Meeting
They
up.
have their kind of like, but yeah, it's always been a cute little thing that they have. They don't really get to know each other,
Sure.
but they
Little
they have
advice.
their
Because Ari has advice for Peyton. She's like, don't rule out Dante just yet. And then before they have a chance to chat anymore, her DD has arrived.
Yep.
And she hops in and has a fabulous DD journey. Sorry, I giggled so hard for this.
DD should send us t-shirts for this, I think. We're giving them a lot of
We
promotion.
are.
Yeah. I'd wear a DD t-shirt. I mean, people are
I'll
wearing
do
Aldi
anything.
sweatshirts. So.
Exactly. Mike, whatever. He's just doing the same shit.
It's really fascinating. Every time you bring this up, it's almost like I completely.
You're not even
removed
paying
this from-
attention.
I'm not.
Oh, see,
I'm-
I'm enjoying the Mike scenes, but he is just gaslighting a new victim.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And we
it's
just
like-
saw him do it, so I'm like, we don't
And because
need
she
it
hasn't
again.
Googled him,
I know.
she's going along with it, kind of.
He's incapable of learning.
Yeah.
And I think she realized it. So she's actually starting to clock on now, which
Mm.
is good. Because there's, what do they fight about? I actually can't remember.
No, see, exactly.
Oh, I'm sensing a patronizing tone here. He
That's
says,
it. Yeah.
And I was like, this guy sucks.
Yeah, he's just the worst.
Yeah. Ari and Nuri have an ice cream on the beach. They talk about long distance.
I know, because where are they
I
again?
don't fucking know.
Neither.
Sydney and Perth or something.
Yeah, probably.
But again, she needs to chill. She's like, she wants to leave pregnant.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
he's like 26
And like,
and looks like that.
but also, can you blame her? Oh,
I mean, yeah, I would climb it. Beck takes Chloe on a date. She says that she's not into Emma anymore.
Can I just say, never have I once believed like there was any chemistry between Beck and Chloe.
No, neither. There wasn't from the
Nothing
start. They had
at
their little
all.
pajama thing. They tried hard. And then when Emma came in, I was like, this is real.
That's chemistry.
That's chemistry.
But the two of them, and that's why
Yeah.
I found that, in the episodes, 2 episodes prior with her reading the ChatGPT letter that she'd wrote.
But do they know about the letter now? I feel like they do. I feel like Beck knows about the letter at this point.
I don't think we've had a reveal at
We
all.
haven't had a reveal?
No,
Okay.
because we're waiting for Chriselle.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think
wasn't
this is-
sure if the letter had
No, I don't think we've had any
slipped.
disclosure of. I think as we get through later in the episode,
Okay, right.
but it hasn't been an explicit reveal. I don't think there has been an explicit.
They're
reveal.
holding it out on
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Bernie couldn't care less about either of the girls he's been paired with.
Yeah.
And also, this was one of those, they're just hanging out in the house.
They're just hanging out in the
fuck
house.
all.
And
They all get a text about the final party. Which I was like,
Yes.
final party already? But
Yeah.
great, love it.
Yeah.
Wrap this
Wrap
shit
this
up,
shit up.
guys. And Jordan tells Peyton, congratulations, you're out of the friend zone. Okay, mate. The timing.
And like Peyton, I'm just like, I really wish she'd
Yeah.
just run.
Yeah. Also, Mike claims he's reflected on his behaviour.
Yep.
I'm like, sure.
Sure, babe.
Great story. Yeah. And then this whole bit, he's like, I've hurt people. I've actually, do you know what? I've realised that I've hurt people and I hurt her. I'm actually not a good person. When he went on
I know. I'm not a good
I was
person.
like,
I'm not a good person.
whoa.
And I'm also like, yes.
I was watching it and I was like, all of this is correct. What the fuck are you going to do about it, mate?
Yeah. Where are you? Like,
Yeah.
accountability. Where is it?
It's scary. There's nothing scarier than, a toxic person that's like learnt some therapy speak.
Yeah.
And then they can just kind of like regurgitate
Yeah,
it
because
back
obviously
up.
after maths, he's like absolutely gone to a therapist. And it's like, this is his,
It
like-
was actually sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, this happens to me all the time, and this doesn't happen to good people, so I must be a bad person. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, fucking hell. And that's how that episode ends.
Yeah. What's your predictions?
I mean, I don't know. I'm excited. I honestly think in the few interactions that Chloe and Bernie have had together, I think they're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
They're both like TikTok fucking
Absolutely. They're very on the
hungry.
same wavelength.
I feel like
yeah.
they're going to end up together. And I don't know if Beck and Emma will then, but I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I have
Maybe
no
in the
idea.
real world. I don't think it'll happen in the context of the show, but like,
Ari's getting heartbroken because she thinks that this is going somewhere. And let's be honest, Nuri just wants to
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Dante and Jordan both need psychological evaluation.
Yep.
And hopefully Peyton just ends up, getting some exposure.
Yeah, I think she could have a very, she could have a life outside of this
Ooh.
thing. I think there's something really interesting about
Like
her.
on another show.
On another
Put her on the
show.
make her the Batchy.
Oh, could you imagine? She'd be great.
She would be. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's a real girl, you know, like she's a real person. She's really, you know, you
Yeah,
can
which
really
is why
relate
they
to
gave her 2 psychopaths.
Yeah. But she's I think for the most part she's
Mm.
handling herself really well with it.
And
Like-
then Bernie's going to absolutely up and leave both of those girlies.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
like 2 seconds time.
Yeah. And it's like I feel like he is what Mike went through in maths. This is what Bernie's going through on this.
Totally.
And like good, deserved.
Ugh.
Not interesting
I
enough.
can't wait. I can't believe there's only one more episode left, and then this reunion, which we've been promised, is going to be amazing.
And I'm also just like wondering, like when we do get that reunion, has Chriselle been watching the show?
Fuck
like,
no.
of course she hasn't. Like,
She got a
so
dossier.
she's gonna be like, oh, so she got there 20 minutes before filming starts,
yeah,
and then she's
with
like,
G,
with G,
and they were like, G was like, I'm not fucking watching.
no,
this
I'm not
show."
fucking watching this show.
Maybe Emma ends up with Chriselle.
Oh, could you imagine? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 3 of
know.
them: G, her, and Chriselle.
Maybe Jojo Siwa can
I know.
fly in.
Do we have an update on that, by the way, Jojo? Do we
She's
know anything
gone-
more?
I think she's disappeared.
Yeah,
And fair enough.
yeah.
Doing a little.
Do we think her and Chris are an
detox.
item?
No,
Probably.
I don't
Nah,
think
you
so.
don't think so? Yep.
I think Chris was using her for the followers, and
Yeah.
I think he got what he came
Yeah.
for. And I think she's just an impressionable young teen.
Yeah, that's the thing we forget. She's still a
Mm,
baby
Yeah.
and has grown up completely in
Poor
the
Kath.
spotlight, and I just don't think is, you know.
Mm. I think Kath has chilled out on socials.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
had her 15 minutes.
yeah.
I'm sure she's...
She got a trip to London.
Maybe Kath and Emma would be a good...
There you go. Matchmaking.
Or Kath and Beck. I don't know. I would love to see that universe expand.
Yeah.
Lesbian Love Triangle Season 1.
We're doing it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's produce.
Great. Well, I'll see you there, Christian.
See you there.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for, getting me into this show. I really love it.
It's a really good show, and I
So
highly
good.
recommend. Get your
Yeah.
Stan free trial and binge the
And
binge
do
the
it.
3
And
seasons.
catch a Didi.
Because the first season especially.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Stunning. Well, I'll see you later, doll.
See you soon, doll.
You can catch more Cringes Real on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. See you over there. Bye-bye.
Bye.